Hey Sag, welcome to your early March reading. So happy to have you here. I am continuing on with the Divine Masculine and Feminine journey this week, looking more at where you are, how you got here, where you're going in this connection. So if you're new to the channel, welcome. I hope you'll consider subscribing, liking the video, and sharing it if the spirit moves you. And for those who are returning, thank you so much for the response from last week. We're almost at 3,000 subscribers and so many more comments are coming in. So let's push it over the top, okay? Help me do that. Let's end this week on a really big high note. Okay, I am pulling cards from Energy of the Oracle, one for Divine Masculine and one for the Feminine. Beautiful. Feminine, you get, this is for Sagittarius, but feel free to swap the characters around. For the Feminine, the 7th chakra, Archangel Uriel. Right? Really connected to your higher self here, your spiritual team. Masculine gets the Garden and the Gate in reverse. So I'm going to look at that because I'm not as familiar with that card in reverse especially. So the mood here is, if this card is reversed, it indicates the happy choice to open the door to a more spiritual pursuit. You may have been obsessed with worldly issues before, but your readiness to go deeper is now here. Many people believe that they cannot live in a material world, make lots of money, and engage in spiritual priorities at the same time. But you now realize this isn't true. In fact, you can bring this wonderful spiritual focus to any endeavor, and when you do, you'll find that beyond your garden, the universe is willing to fill your life with beauty and joy. Expect the unexpected, for joyous synchronicity abounds. This is so great in reverse for the masculine. Yeah, the gate to their recognition of the connection, the spiritual energy, the sacred divinity of it is here. And feminine, it feels like you've led the way. It really does. Really in touch with your higher self. The beautiful angel Uriel, also called the Fire of God, wow, wears a brilliant crystal crown vibrating with a passionate connection to the divine. She brings great power to your 7th energy center, which is called the crown chakra and is located at the top of your head. This card upright indicates an open and free-flowing channel of information and inspiration from the wonderful beings in the spirit world. This could also be a time of great intuition for you and guidance from your higher awareness. So allow yourself to quiet your mind and listen. Boom. I think it's beautiful. The energies feel very compatible to me. It feels like masculine is following feminine's lead here. Intuition is strong for both. Really beautiful energy. Let me pull one card for you, Sag, from the Wisdom of the Oracle, just to sort of guide you for this next upcoming week. I am titling these with March 2020, just so you know how to find it on the channel. But whenever this message comes to you, if the title resonates, if the thumbnail resonates, if the reading resonates, it's your reading. Just don't try to force it. Okay. A change in the wind. Interesting. A change in the wind. Now, it's card number 12. 1 and 2 is 3. And the masculine got card 30, which reduces to a 3. So I do feel there's some numerological connection here, that maybe this masculine stepping into their more intuitive spiritual energy and recognizing that beyond the 3D, wealth can be, when I say wealth, an abundance of love, happiness, and joy is equal in value to, to the paycheck. And I kind of feel there's a change in the wind brewing here that's coming more from the masculine. Even though I pulled it for you, Sag, you could be the masculine, you could be the feminine. And by the way, we hold both energies within ourselves, and the whole idea is to balance them. Okay. All right, masculine is showing up here as the Queen of Swords, perhaps with a lot of questions, but an eye toward clarity, really wanting to communicate, extending themselves to the feminine. The feminine's coming through with some heartache here. 3 of Swords. Let's look at, wow. Oh, there you are, Sag. So yeah, where you're going is Wheel of Fortune, leaving it to the fates, I get the impression, but I will clarify. And where you are right now, Knight of Cups. Moving toward love, heart on your sleeve, coming from love, from compassion and vulnerability on an emotional level. How you got here? Lots of communication about it. Eight of Wands. What I love is look at the various caterpillars turning into butterflies here. There's just a beautiful energy in this particular deck on this Eight of Wands. It does feel as if we've come up from the ground. There's transformation in the chrysalis, right? The earth, the worm turns into the caterpillar turns into the chrysalis turns into the butterfly. And all that is happening by virtue of clear channels of communication, maybe passionate communication, but I'm feeling some energy here from this feminine. There's been some heartache that's very prominent right now. So I'm going to look at that first. Three of Swords here. And Wheel of Fortune, there you come out twice. Three of Cups. All right. Third party energy. Hierophant underneath. Ace of Cups. Both those cards underneath. This is brand new love and commitment. Energy of Taurus in the Hierophant. But Sag, I feel that there's been some heartache that has sort of rolled out. Like maybe there's been a third party energy that hasn't yet resolved, and there's still some divine timing involved there. So the heartache hasn't yet passed. And underneath the deck is the sort of concealed energy of love and commitment, brand new love and commitment. So we may be looking at a brand new connection here. A change in the wind. For some of you Sagittarians, there may be a change in the wind. And it may involve exiting a situation that's been painful and has caused a lot of heartache and grief. And then we see underneath is this potential new love and commitment. Masculine showing up here is Queen of Swords. Could be dealing with a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius here, Sag. Tower. Yeah, that's a card of Aries. But I feel that this masculine is stepping forward with honesty and truth. And something's coming down here. Yeah. It's with regard to a Queen of Wands. That is Aries, Leo, Sag. So it may be... Oh my gosh. So Divine Masculine, the Emperor shows up. More Aries energy. So you could be dealing with an Aries too here, Sag. But I definitely feel that there's some communication here from this masculine. Queen of Swords is about... communicating like clarity, honesty, truth. It's asking a lot of questions and giving a lot of answers. The Queen of Swords is not just a truth seeker, she's a truth teller. And right here, I feel a truth is being told by the masculine to this Queen of Wands, which would be the feminine. And it just knocks things down. It may be what this pain is about. So I feel this has already occurred. So for those of you who feel pretty stable, I don't think this is what's coming toward you. I think the feminine this has already happened. The Tower it's happening now. And this Tower and the Wheel of Fortune coming out, I'm going to put it this way because masculine, feminine, these two energies are clarifying what's going on right now. So I feel this truth has been told by the masculine to the feminine. It's painful, it's hard to hear, but it was destined to happen because there has been third-party energy here. So for whoever I'm speaking to, Sag, you already knew this. And now everything that wasn't stable is coming down. This is either your energy or another fire sign that this masculine is dealing with, or somebody who's very magnetic. And, you know, I'm feeling it's more you, because they're showing up here to say, you know, I'm taking control. I got to wipe out what no longer serves, what isn't stable. And I almost feel like this Emperor is talking to the Queen of Wands here. And underneath, new love and commitment. New. So, where are we now? Knight of Cups. Moving toward love. It's a card of action. One more, please. Well, moving toward love, and then we have the Five of Pentacles. After some period of feeling out in the cold, or somebody's feeling out in the cold, I think it's the feminine. A message of love or apology is resisted. So I almost feel like this masculine is trying to say, I'm sorry. You know, they're moving toward the feminine with love, with their sort of heart on their sleeve. And there's been some energy of rejection, abandonment. There's an apology made about it. This apology is being resisted. How did we get here? A lot of communication. There's been a lot of back and forth, very passionate back and forth. Some of it may even have been heated. Eight of Wands. Ace of Swords. Yeah. Crystal clear clarity. This is a divine gift of truth, insight, knowledge, wisdom. So I feel that the masculine communicated their truth to the feminine, either about this other person or just directly to the feminine, that they do have, there is somebody else. So I do feel the feminine knows that. Feels very much rejected. Five of Wands. There's outside interference here causing this conflict. So I do feel that's the third party. Underneath the deck. Two of Cups. So this feels like a soulmate connection that may be separating. Wheel of Fortune in the future, where you're headed. You're not headed very far. Yeah. High Priestess, card of Pisces, but it's this is what this is. High Priestess is this Archangel Uriel energy here of really being in touch with your higher spiritual team, taking in all this information. It's what's hidden from us. It's what other people can't readily see or hear or understand, that we just have a very strong intuitive hit. And I feel like the Wheel of Fortune is you, Sag, showing up, and then it's like a major block. Guardedness, stuck energy, protection of self here in the 3D. That Four of Pentacles has a vice grip on that center pentacle, which really covers the heart chakra. So I do feel that the Sagittarians I'm speaking to here, if you are the masculine, you have communicated a truth to the feminine, and it's about knocking out what isn't stable in the connection. The feminine is aware of this. It's been very heartbreaking and hard to understand, to to absorb. Underneath, they really thought that this was moving more toward a big opportunity at love and commitment. It didn't work out that way. So I feel this is also a harbinger of things to come. So new opportunity at love and commitment for the feminine. But I think the heartache is that that's what you thought you had if you're the feminine. And where you are right now is, moving toward love. At the same time, there's this this abandonment, this lack and scarcity mindset. An apology is being offered, it's resisted. It's resisted. There's been outside interference here for these soulmates. And that's what, and I feel it's that third party, Sag. And I do feel, though, that this is part of destiny's plan for you. And so you're wise here, if you're the feminine, to pull back. Hold up. Protect yourself. This is protecting yourself. It is guarded energy, but there's reason for it. And rely on your inner knowing. You know what to do next. You know how to handle this on a spiritual level. Your intuition is on point. So you need to stay in that energy. This is a change in the wind. I recognize that. And I'm not so sure anymore. The Garden and the Gate. I'm not so sure that this card is about this masculine. Now, if it is, if you are here, Sag, and you're the masculine, not the feminine, then it could be that you had the intuition, the understanding that you needed to let this go. But if you're here as the feminine, I think this can even be the energy of someone new coming on your path that hasn't even shown up. And I only say that because we have this change in the wind energy. And what I see here is Aries, Aries, Sag, Sag, Taurus, and Pisces. Those are the astrological influences here in this reading. So in the extended, I'm using this deck, the original deck here, to continue with questions, message to you from your higher self. A challenge or block, I see what's going on here, but I want to see what's going to release the Four of Pentacles so that this can come through. Next best step or advice to you from Spirit. Potential outcome, and I am going to pull cards for this connection, message to the feminine from the masculine, and a message from the feminine to the masculine. So that's where we're going to head next, Sag. If this reading is speaking to you, I know it isn't all sunshine and butterflies, but if it's speaking to you, the link to the extended is below. I'll see you over there in a minute. Otherwise, I look forward to seeing you in a future reading. And if it doesn't speak to you, then it's not your message. That's okay. You don't have to reject the whole just go look at the other reading that represents your rising sign. That one might speak to you because that's the energy we put out in the world, okay? That's how people view us. Otherwise, I'll see you in a future reading. Take care. Bye.